Okay, finals. We've got the choice. We'll play first. No ramp. Bunch of 6 drops. Not that great of a hand. I mean, if we can get Garrick out, we can cheat in an Avenger, so I guess I keep. I can at least play a turn 3 Metamorph, copying, I don't know, something. Maybe a ramp creature if I can find one. I don't know. We'll try it. It's not a great hand. I mean, it's slow, but if we find like a Mana Vault, Cobra even, would be very nice. Alright. Mox Jet, Island, Una's Prowler. Interesting. Alright. Land draw. Not the best. I think we play another forest, just in case for that Raphellos. I think I'm probably taking a 3 beats in the air. Could discard a land, I guess, but I'll just take 3. Sword of Fire and Ice, yeah. It's not bad. Could play a sword. I can play the Metamorph now to copy the Prowler. I feel like he probably removes it. So I guess sword is actually the better play. That way I don't have to pay the 2 life. Oh, actually, okay. So next turn I can Metamorph his Jet. That way I have a turn 5 Garrick with Avenger if he doesn't counter. Alright, well, let's go for it. Alright, so I think I still don't want to discard this time, but I am going to be -3ing my Garrick, I guess. Demonic Tutor. Uh-oh. I can also Garrick and plus, and that might actually be better, because then he might be motivated to attack Garrick, and I can still hardcast Avenger instead of using the put a green creature out, in case I draw Progenitus or something. Nightveil Spectre, alright. So alright. Now I guess I might need to get the Avenger out, but the problem with that, yeah. Well, that actually, well, I guess that doesn't work. I didn't find any of my ramp spells this whole time. Yeah, the issue now is if I play Avenger, yeah, kind of sucks actually. If I play Garrick into Avenger, he can just kill our Garrick and easily kill our Avenger, and we don't get any bonus. If I up it 1, well, I guess okay. That actually works. Okay, here's the plan. Play land, play Garrick. +1. Because we can hardcast Avenger at some point. So we get to put Hermit in our hand. Only, but that's alright. Put these on the bottom. So now I can discard a fetch to make Prowler weaker. I can actually discard fetch and Hermit, depending on how he attacks, to keep Garrick at 3. If he attacks it with the Spectre as well. I want to see who he's attacking though. Garrick and me. So I think I discard land to make it 1. Okay. Take my damage. Gets an Elvish Mystic, alright. Okay. So now we untap Woodfall Primus. That's kind of nice too. So I think what we do is cheat out Avenger, play a fetch land to get the double pump. So put out Avenger, get some tokens, play a fetch land, let it resolve. Yes. Crack fetch. Trop Island. Pump team. I have 7 resources. So I guess we equip here. See if he's got a response. No. Alright. Play the Hermit. And then pass. That way, at least we have quite the army coming at him if he can't do anything. And I can discard Prowler if I need to. I mean, we've got lethal cracking in on him here. So it probably is just good to discard the Primus to the Prowler to minimize our damage. Both at me, so let's discard the Primus. Make that thing weaker. So we go to 5. He gets Forest. So he can play an Elvish Mystic. Which is kind of funny. We certainly have lethal until he kills this Avenger. I probably should have just equipped a token, but I thought protecting this from bounce spells was going to be relevant, I guess. But it does make it a big target for black removal. Wormcoil is kind of a big deal. So, do I pay for my Hermit? I guess not. I kind of want to use my Garrick. Let's just look at some info. Oh, Progenitus. Well, not quite what I was hoping to find, but alright. Yeah, not ideal. Guess we attack with Avenger. Probably just blocks with a Mystic. Or the worm coil, alright. So, not working out as well as I would have liked. So I guess we're going to have to do some discarding. Make the Prowler only deals nothing to us, I guess. Huh. Interesting. Alright, Shieldred, can't do much about that. So he's going to be able to infinitely get Wormcoil back. I don't know if I can beat that, unfortunately. Survival. Let's see here. Guess we discard Proj. Search for acidic slime. No, it doesn't do anything. Master doesn't do that much. Raphael's Ramp doesn't do that much. I may be out of ways to actually win this. I think I'm out of ways to win. Guess I find a Master. The acidic slime just doesn't hit anything relevant. Alright, well, not ideal. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Forcing me to discard to survive. Pretty sure we're dead. I can't think of any situation that would quite get me out of this one. I may be able to survive another turn by equipping my wolf. Okay, so I equip my wolf with the Sword of Fire and Ice to kill the Spectre. But he can use Cryptic. Him finding Cryptic kind of makes me sad, but I can do nothing about it. Yeah, alright, well, that sucks. Let's equip the wolf. Use the Master on the Spectre. He uses Cryptic to tap our entire team down, which really makes me sad, but like I said, I can't do anything. Alright, I'll just concede. I've used too much time. Alright, well, kind of sad about that. I wish that had gone better for us. But it didn't. It didn't go well at all. So Stomp Howler to take care of, it doesn't really deal with Worm Coil. It does deal with Signet. It deals with a Mox. Once again, we already have Slime and Primus for that. Sword of Fire and Ice admittedly didn't look very good that game, despite our opponent being blue, as odd as that is. But I still think I keep it. It does get by, I guess, a Night Veil Spectre. I don't know. I mean, it's a sword. You can get it off turn 1 Mystic or Elves, which is pretty good in itself. We didn't really see any ramp early that game either, which ultimately did hurt us quite a bit. I guess we just try it again. I don't need a Stomp Howler just for a Mox and a Signet. Or a Worm Coil. Piece of a Worm Coil. Let's try it again. Shieldred's a big deal, but maybe I just need to counterspell it. Alright. Turn 1, coast into Mystic. Might just want to turn 1 preordain too, to make sure that we hit the land drop. But turn 1 Mystic also lets us, yeah, I'll turn 1 Mystic. Turn 1 Mystic lets us potentially impulse. I can also force protect my Mystic, which is nice. Which I kind of feel like I need to right now. Caracas. Alright, well, that's a way around Progenitus, but the bonus of that is we've got the slime and the Woodfall Primus, if that becomes an issue. Alright, so now I think that we preordain. See what we've got coming. Primus and Oracle. I kind of need my land drop still to make either of those work. Could take the Oracle. But then I'm going to impulse anyway. Yeah, okay. So let's bottom the Primus, top the Oracle, pass, then we get to impulse and find a land setting up for our Oracle on my turn. Caracas dealing with Progenitus is like not the end of the world at all, by any means. So, could get the Wooded Foothills to find our Trop Island. It's another damage, but I feel like it's okay. Alright. Untap. Let's play a Wooded Foothills. Crack it. Trop Island. Play an Oracle. See if we got a land on top. Opposition. That's actually kind of good. Can keep them locked off lands. That would be ideal. Strip mine, certainly not a big deal. Not when we've got Compulsive in our hand. And an Oracle of Moldiah. Alright. So, draw that. Progenitus on top. That's funny. It's during our draw step. That's okay. So I guess we Compulsive. I could also Metamorph my Oracle. But I think we need to make our land drop here, so let's draw some cards. Alright, so I guess we want to discard Progenitus. And kind of want the Mana Vault and the Flooded Strand, to be honest. So maybe we ditch the Opposition. As much as I like the Opposition, could ditch the Metamorph, I guess, but then I can't use the Force to much great effect. Metamorph's good with the Avenger. Once I get that online, I'm going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 resources to do it. Yeah, let's ditch, well, Opposition and Avenger is too good to pass up. I guess we could ditch the force, I guess, but I like having the force if I need it. Let's ditch the metamorph. So now we play the flooded strand, crack it. Get an island, I guess. Could get the Temple Garden, but I'm already dealing too much damage to myself, I think. God, I do need more green sources, though, don't I? Natural order on top. That's funny. All right, let's get the Mana Vault. And we'll attack for 2. And pass. Solemn definitely can resolve. No problems there. So we're just going to resolve our Avenger. And I really hope we have a land on top, but if we can't, that's all right. I'd like a land on top. No land on top, unfortunately, but I can do nothing about that. So 3, 1, 2. Unfortunately, I got to take another damage. Get our Avenger. We do get to protect it with force, which is nice, but no land drops is a bit of a bummer. We only get 3 plants too, so not the best, but good for natural order. Natural order, not going to find Progenitus anymore. I guess we can find Woodfall Primus and break his Caracas, which isn't bad. Could also find... I guess Primus is probably the best one. The Persist is very nice. I kind of want to force that. If he's in a big hurry to kill Avenger, I like the idea of forcing that. Although then we don't get the opposition, which is going to let us lock him out of the game till we find something. But next turn I'm natural ordering. I'm going to have to take 2 damage, but then I'm getting a Primus to destroy the Caracas. Well, not too much time to think about it. I think I'm just going to force. Not thrilled about ditching my opposition since I like that card so much, but I kind of want to keep my Avenger around. Got 10.5 minutes, so unfortunately I have to make slightly quicker decisions here. I'm not going to pay the 4, so we're taking a damage from Mana Vault. Still no land on top, which is really unfortunate, but I can do nothing about it. Alright, so I guess we attack with Avenger first. He probably blocks with Solemn, I imagine. No reason to leave the Solemn around. Now we can natural order, I guess. Sack a plant. Find Primus. Get rid of Caracas. Could have taken care of a black source. That way it kind of keeps him off Shieldred, but he's a little ways away from Shieldred regardless. Alright, Signet. Still 2 resources from Shieldred. Lifebane. Actually pretty good here since it hits our Cobra. Can't do anything about that. So I could pay for the Mana Vault. I'm not going to. Or do I want to? Guess I'm not doing anything else. Draw it. Acidic Slime on top. Interesting. Avenger and Woodfall Primus. Get in for 11. Pass the turn. Attacking does not make me feel good. It's pretty indicative of a board wipe. Although I guess Primus survives board wipes. Sort of. Yeah, Wormcoil Engine's a pretty big deal. I'm not sure what I can do about that. Alright, don't need to pay that. There's a land. Finally getting a land on top. It took forever. Alright, so let's play our land. Hey, back-to-back lands. Very nice. Yes. Temple Garden. Don't want to pay 2 life. Pump dudes. Yes. So I think we swing with Primus. I guess he can take it and go to 1, but may have to just accept that. And then I'm going to drop the slime. To destroy his swamp, I guess. Alright. So Primus comes back. Let's get rid of his Signet. Let's play a slime. Get rid of his... I'm trying to keep him off Shieldred mana. I could get rid of the lifelink dude now. He's at least 2 resources from Shieldred. Let's just get this swamp, I guess. Wormcoil's doing work, unfortunately. I can survival. Well, I guess I can't. I can Garrick next turn. I'm on a 3-turn clock with the Life Bane until I can find some way to get rid of it. I don't think I have time to do anything I want to do here. I've got less than 8 minutes and I'm down a game. So I'm already, unfortunately, playing a strategy that I have a hard time making optimal plays with, and I have a time constraint. So I feel like I'm rushing my suboptimal plays, which is really not a position you want to be in. All right. So not paying mana vault, draw the turn, got Garrick, got it. That's pretty good too. Let's play an island, pump the dudes. Okay. Yes. Let's play Garrick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Garrick. Let's reveal top 5, put them in our hand. Get a Progenitus, we get a Master. These go on the bottom. I think we swing with Avenger, these guys, these 2 dudes. I'm only left with 2 blockers, but I think that's alright. At this point, Avenger is good, but I need to get damage in. I need to get rid of these guys. He can't afford to take it all, so he at least does have to block. Unless, I mean, he could have removal too. He's got 5 cards in hand with 2 resources up, which is more than enough to do anything, really. Alright. Get some damage in. Get some trample. Pass the turn. Need to find a way to get rid of Lifebane Zombie. Well, I guess, I mean, I've got lethal next turn. Actually, the block on the Woodfall was interesting with the lifelinker since it's got trample. You'd think the Avenger would have been a better choice. I really don't want him to attack here, because if he attacks here, it kind of tells me he's got something up his sleeve. All right, so I've got 7 minutes to win a game 3. Seems like it could be difficult, but let's try our best. So I have to make some pretty rapid, fast-paced decisions here in order to win, because we're certainly not a fast deck. So I'm going to try my best to really make quick decisions, which is difficult because I'm not the best pilot for these kind of decks, and I don't like being under time pressure, but I kind of did it to myself. I was making a cup of coffee when the round started, so I lost out on 1 minute and 40 seconds, which right now is like a lot of time. 1 minute 40 seconds would be super beneficial for me. But yes, I have to be F6ing and making very quick decisions, which is difficult. Mistakes may happen, but I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to make some optimal decisions here. Looks like he's sideboarding into some stuff now, which is interesting. All right, so slow hand, but I've got to keep it, I think. I don't have to keep it, but I am going to keep it. Could draw some ramp. I could draw my mana rock. That's a pretty good turn one. And much better than ours. Alright. Forest go. F6ing. Alright, well, hits our slime, which is unfortunate, but can't do anything about that. This wasn't a very good keep in retrospect, but whatever. Alright, Mystic, not bad. So play Temple Garden tapped, play Mystic, pass. Oh, Ancestral in the finals again. Yeah, Ancestral's a pretty much a card that doesn't seem very fair most of the time, but this is a cube with power 9, so guess you have to expect such things. His turn progression certainly makes me regret my keep, but whatever. Well, there's a natural order. So let's get our Progenitus out. I think that's our best shot of winning this right now. And then he has to have Caracas. Yeah, this is certainly our best chances, I think. We just hope he doesn't have Caracas. Because if he doesn't, we're in pretty good shape. Because we can even block his Intimidator. We could Primus as well, but I'm going to Proj and hope he doesn't have Caracas. Because if he doesn't, we're going to win. If he does, then at least Garrick can... Well, I don't know. I guess if he does, we're in big trouble. I feel like it's our best shot, though. I'm not going to regret it. I hope he forgets about Proj being able to block this. He does not. Survival, not a huge deal. Oh, well, all right. Looks like we're going to lose it. He's going to just find Caracas and bounce Progenitus. All right, well, I tried my best. I felt like we actually, considering our hand looked very poor in the beginning, we actually had a fair shake there. We are going to lose now, I think. I'm trying to think how we can come back from this and win in less than 6 minutes. I'm not sure, but he's just going to bounce Proj, and then we can't do anything about that. So I guess Woodfall would have been the better choice, but I don't think so. I think Progenitus was correct. Considering our time constraints, considering this put him on a 2-turn clock, forcing him to either have a tutor or a Caracas, it turns out he had the tutor, so sucks, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Don't know why he took it. Let's play Foothills and pass. We're going to Impulse, I guess, at the end of his turn. Or in response to a spell that I can't deal with, I guess. I mean, do I even have Acidic Slime anymore? I think, did I exile it? Or did I bottom it? Now I can't even remember. Or fellows, okay. Wish I could. Got an impulse here. Can he not target it with Caracas because it's protection from everything? I guess I didn't even realize that. That's probably the case, isn't it? I was hoping to find force, but we didn't. So I guess I'll take a preordain and bottom these. All right. So yes, I guess Caracas could not target the protection from everything. Maybe I should have thought about that as well. Let's compulsive here. Guess I could preordain first, but I'm just gonna compulsive. Let's ditch a land. Okay. Let's crack this for trop. Preordain. We actually want proj now. And I think we want the land too. In case he kills our mystic. We can still, okay. So now we play a land. Guess attack for 1. Protection from everything includes lands. Very important to keep in mind. Although, oh yeah, well, yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I guess if he plays Shieldred, I can't play Progenitus because then I would have to sacrifice it. So I'll have to play like a hermit to get some sacrifice fodder. But then he can get back his life bane. Yeah, I can't do much about the Shieldred. Solemn, I can deal with. All right. So play island. We drop Garrick. Should have done that. You know, containment priest. Yeah. Guess I can't now. Actually, I can do deranged hermit, and it gets exiled, but I get all of my. I get some dudes. I'm gonna do it anyway. Exile instead. Well, I was thinking it would come in and then get exiled, but that did not work right. Well, I wasn't expecting to get containment priested, but that's unfortunate. And he's going to get shielded too. Yeah, that's sad, but sad things happen sometimes. So, accept the sad things. All right, well, I'm heartbroken, but that happens. Opposition does nothing. I can't play my Avenger. I'm going to get Lifebane zombied and lose everything. I could Cryptic now to get rid of the Shieldred. I got nothing else. Alright. So I guess we'll bounce Shieldred and draw a card. Containment Priest getting me is pretty sad, but these things happen. Why didn't he replace Shieldred? Oh, he's just going to kill us like that. More plays? Oh yeah. So I guess we just die next turn. Alright folks. Well, it was fun. Didn't quite get there, unfortunately. I guess we might as well play it out, but we're certainly dead. It was fun though. It was close. I learned some lessons about Caracas and the Progenitus. Containment Priest got us, which is pretty heartbreaking, but can't do anything about it. So, resigning myself to my fate, but that's all right. It was a fun draft experience. I learned a lot. We went 2-1. That's all that really matters. At least the draft was free. Some lessons were learned once again. Learning some stuff about Caracas. So it's a disappointing loss, but we'll take it. We'll accept it. We'll move on. Learn some lessons, and we'll see you for the next cube.